On this edition of One Championship Weekly, the most memorable bouts in One Championship have emerged from contests between adversaries. We look at two of the biggest rivalries in One Championship. You're watching One Championship Weekly. The current One Featherweight World Champion, Martin Nguyen, first squared up against Murat Gafurov in 2015. Back then, Nguyen stepped up on short notice to challenge the Russian for the One Interim Featherweight World Championship.
That's Murat Gafurov. And that's Martin Nguyen. Gafurov starts with a couple of missed kicks to the head. Big overhand right from Nguyen. Didn't seem to connect solidly.
Nguyen's moving in and out, trying to find the range. He does not want to get close. And initiates the takedown, which is shocking, but he slides beautifully. Murat takes his Nguyen's back, and he looks to have a deep choke in here. And this is 30 less than
could be over very quickly, and it is.
A deep rear naked choke 40 seconds into the first round, and Murat Gafurov is the new interim world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Olivier Coste calls a halt to this battle at 41 seconds of round number 1. For your winner, via submission, and now, the interim One Featherweight World Champion, Murat Gafurov!
In a rematch that was 2 years in the making, One Featherweight World Champion Murat Gafurov stepped back into the circle to battle against a familiar foe for his third title defense. He faced a stronger and more experienced Martin Nguyen, who was out to make a huge statement against the undefeated world champion.
They battle. He'll tap him out in the first round via rear naked choke. Nguyen's game plan. He said is to stay on the outside, stick and move. Look for the opportunities to exploit Gafurov when Gafurov wants to try and stamp his authority and leaves himself open, particularly to that overhand right.
He landed it early, Michael snuck it in. Gafurov looked at him, shook his head and said, let's go.
Nguyen's corner believe that when Gafurov gets hit, he'll become frustrated. Oh, big right hand there from Gafurov and stuns Nguyen. And Nguyen ties him up. Gafurov trying to get him on the canvas. That's where he'll go to try and take Nguyen's back.
Immediately, Gafurov lands sort of an uppercut hook on that right side, sneaks it in, now has the body clinch. Let's see if Martin Nguyen can defend the takedown. Oh, but he muscles his way in. Oh no, Nguyen gives up his back, the body lock is on.
No, the figure four body lock, this is the beginning of the end. Usually for opponents of Gafurov, is it going to be the undoing of Martin Nguyen once again? Gafurov going for the rear naked. The figure four body lock is locked on. The body triangle, it'll suck the air out of Nguyen. It'll make it hard to breathe for the Australian.
Oh, what a big victory for Nguyen.
I can't believe he escaped it, Mitch. I've never seen that happen before.
He was right. He said it wouldn't happen, and he defends and gets back up to his feet.
Martin Nguyen, true to his word. He said Gafurov wouldn't be able to tap him out, even if he had his back tonight.
Oh, what does that do to the mindset of Gafurov? Nobody's gotten out of that. Nobody's been able to get away from the possible rear naked choke, and Nguyen takes him down.
Yeah, it's a good question to ask, Mitch. Is there a dent in the psyche now of the champion, Murat Gafurov? And Nguyen's confidence is going to be oozing after escaping from something that nobody's escaped from a figure four body triangle rear naked choke attempt from Murat Gafurov.
Gafurov's breathing kind of heavy. He needs to settle down, relax, realize that's what happens at this highest level of martial arts.
Remember, Gafurov guaranteed the rear naked choke again. He guaranteed it in the first round. He said, sign the pink slips, sign the ownership papers. It's going to happen again. Nguyen showing patience now. Left hand from the Australian. The Aussie threaded it well, picking his shots.
Gafurov lands a left hand of his own.
Beautiful right hand over the top there from Martin Nguyen.
That overhand is landing over and over again on Gafurov. lower part of the leg. I like that attack.
Gafarov not flailing in wildly. Good sticky jab once more from Nguyen. Gafarov throws up a front kick, a little lazy on the execution, however. Nguyen with the overhand right, he curls that overhand right with power like Mitchell Stark bowling pace for the Australian cricket team. Roundhouse kick there from Gafarov. Gafarov hopes for a takedown, puts Nguyen on his back, but Nguyen locks up the head, locks up the neck. What can Martin Nguyen do from here?
He's got an arm in guillotine, but it's tough to finish the BJJ black belt Gafarov.
Gafarov will want to try and posture up. He wants to try and pass to the side of the body. Goes to half guard, goes to side control. Knee from Gafarov.
Nice. Nguyen's, very good by Nguyen to get back into half guard. Gafarov had side control. He's gonna try to lace that leg through. Get up on top, but good ground skills shown by Nguyen.
What an amazing matchup we're seeing in the first round here. Set for 5. A brilliant contest for the World Featherweight Championship.
We're 1 minute away from one streak being ended. Martin Nguyen's 4 first-round finishes, but we still got 4 more rounds to see Gafarov's streak extended.
Gafarov, former world pancration champion. Pancration as a sport dates to ancient Greece. And there's a knee to the jaw from Gafarov. Now to side control. Very aggressive knee on belly position for the Russian.
Cuts through that guard like a hot knife through butter. Tries to go knee on belly. He wants Nguyen to turn. He wants him to give it up. Oh, and he gets away again.
Nguyen does his finest Houdini impersonation and escapes from Marat Gafarov. Nguyen glances towards Fari Salievsky in his corner, gives him a nod, says, "I'm okay, boss."
Look at the grind from Gafarov to drag the fight back down to the ground. Tries to lock up the legs. Oh, he delivers a knee on the exit.
Nguyen does a quick count of his teeth after the knee, and that's how the first round ends. And what an amazing opening round to the Featherweight Championship of the World.
Nice change of stances there from Nguyen to give Gafarov a different look. There he is throwing that big right hook, but Gafarov slid out the way, threw a counter of his own, dropped Nguyen, but here was the escapes from the rear naked choke to save.
Rocked him a couple more times, although the edge in the striking superiority category is much lower. This is still a very close fight.
Second round set for 5 in front of a sellout crowd inside Stadium Negara in One Championship, Kuala Lumpur, quest for greatness. Wherever you're watching in 128 countries around the world, you've got to be on the edge of your seat. And One Championship needed to have only sold the edge of the seats here inside of Stadium Negara because everyone is on the edge of their seats. Southpaw to orthodox, switching stance for Martin Nguyen. Gafarov fires a roundhouse kick. Nguyen catches it on the forearm. Switching stance again, the Australian-Vietnamese martial artist.
Gafarov pushing forward. He likes to throw big, flashy kicks because he's not scared to go to the ground, but that's exactly what he wants. He wants to take this fight to the ground, control and dominate his opponents.
Gafarov does a great job of curling these knees to the orbital. Looks to take the back here of Martin Nguyen. He's going to try and climb him and slap a rear naked choke that way. To no avail, Nguyen defends again, and now the corking knees from the Aussie.
True to his word so far, his defense in the grappling area has been stellar against that rear naked choke, Michael.
Nguyen shrugs him off. The chin a little high here on Gafarov. Now he puts the hands up. Can Nguyen capitalize? Maybe the jab to the overhand right. It's a bread and butter combination for the Aussie. And there it is! Ah, the big garbage has good night! Martin Nguyen shocks the world! Martin Nguyen shocks the world! Martin Nguyen shocks the world! He's the One Champion! My word! It's the biggest upset we've seen! The unstoppable has been stopped! And Gafarov walks out the cage! Walks straight out the cage! Gafarov doesn't know where he is!
you can very clearly see that overhand right put him to sleep, and he was out.
Martin Nguyen said he'd shock the world. He said, nobody believes me, but believe me, it's going to happen. I'll pick him apart with a jab. I'll thread the overhand right. That's exactly what he did to win the championship here tonight. History in the making. The belt goes back to Sydney. It belongs to Mark Nguyen, to Australia, and to Vietnam. Just phenomenal scenes inside Stadium Nagara. For all of our TV audience watching in Vietnam on HTV, you've got to be going crazy. You've got to be celebrating in your living room or in the bar, wherever you're watching. Rich Franklin with our one championship ring girls. We're all blown away here by what we've seen. No one has come close to beating Gafarov, and Nguyen absolutely knocked him onto the astral plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Yuji Shimada, has put a stop to this fight after 1 minute and 27 seconds in the second round for your winner by way of knockout,